First off, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwatash. Double hundreds to you, elders and apostles out there from great millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you, brothers out there on the highways and byways, preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the whole four elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And hopefully by the mercy and grace of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, all those brothers and sisters that's in the truth, all the elders and apostles that's been teaching and ruling well, hopefully we're part of the elect. With that being said, this is your brother Dewaba from the branch of GMS here in Chicago, coming right back at you with a little lesson. And this lesson is just gonna be, man, for the past week I've had a conversation with women, and my wife had a conversation with me last night about something. And she kind of said something to me about, everything right now with me is negative. Anytime somebody speaks about something positive that they trying to do, or the ladies at my the ladies that was having a conversation with me in the past couple of days about their men, and how they're acting toward them. And I'm just gonna sit up here and say this, ladies, it's time to let your emotions go. You have to drop your emotions, because if you don't, they're gonna get you destroyed in this upcoming time. If you don't let your emotions go and start coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments, and start trying to listen to your husbands out here, trying to listen to the men that's trying to tell you, how to get straight with the Heavenly Father, you're going to end up destroying yourself. So with that, man, the first thing I'm going to get is, and the only reason I'm getting this right here, the only reason I'm getting these scriptures right here is because, just for a particular reason, this is nothing, no more, no less, but first thing first, I want to get Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1. I'm getting this for a particular reason, so Salakia to all my moving around. This is Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. So it's going to come a point in time where, the Spirit is going to be on these women, man, to come to a man of the Lord, to find a man of the Lord and say, hey, look, we don't care about anything. We don't care how many women you got. We don't care what you do. Just let us be called by your name. You don't have to take care of us. We can feed ourselves. We can clothe ourselves. Just let us be called by our name, by your name. And how do you get a man's name? Well, you have sex with him. You procreate. Plain and simple. But that's not the point that I'm trying to reach. I'm going to get Isaiah 32 and that's sweet. Isaiah 32 and 2. A man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as a river of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So a man is going to be everything. The Heavenly Father is going to make a man precious in the time to come. An Israelite man, a so-called Black, Latino, or Native American, a prophet, a man of the Lord, a one-third man, a hopeful elect man. He's about to make men more precious than anything out here. If you're an Israelite man of the one-third of the elect, you're going to be precious than anything, because you're going to sit up here and follow you're going to follow the Heavenly Father. You're going to obey the laws, rules, and statutes. You're going to be out here trying to preach the truth around the four corners of the earth. You're going to be out here trying to sit up here and be charitable. You're going to be out here calling upon the Heavenly Father's name. You're going to fear the Lord. And the reason I get this is because women, when this time comes, y'all going to have to put yourselves in check. That is the only reason I read these two scriptures. When it comes to that point where these women start coming toward a man of the Lord, especially some of y'all that are already married, some men who already got wives, when another woman come to them and somebody else, y'all going to have to put y'all emotions in check, because your emotions is going to get you killed during this time, man. Your emotions is going to get you destroyed in the upcoming days if you don't sit up here and get yourselves in check and put yourselves in line. You better ask the Heavenly Father for something. You better get yourselves in check, man, because when the time comes, man, and y'all sit up here and let y'all emotions keep on going back and forth, y'all gonna find yourselves destroyed, man. Y'all gonna find yourselves destroyed. So with that being said, salam, brother. There it is. I'm looking for Proverbs 3. Oh, I'm going right. Proverbs 3 and 31. And Salakia, brothers, Salakia. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. This is Proverbs 3 and 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. And the reason I get this is because Babylon the Great, aka America, has got you ladies believing in this feminism, envying these other women of these other countries, and not getting and y'all not sitting up here taking heed to the law, statutes, commandments that were given to us. Now, a lot of it is because we're under the curses. We still under the curses. But you got brothers out here on the highways and byways preaching and telling you to come back to the Heavenly Father and start obeying these laws and start listening to your husbands. A lot of y'all that got husbands, and to the ones who don't got husbands, the Heavenly Father, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, He's going to send a guy your way. The only thing you got to do is keep doing the best that you can. Keep being charitable, keep listening to brothers, keep being the best that you can as a woman. And He's going to send a man your way. But to you ones that got wives, man, if you sit up here and keep on, if you keep following the ways of this country, man, following the ways of this world, you're going to find yourself destroyed, man. Get your emotions in check. You're going to have to let your emotions go and start recognizing what's going on. And like I said before, a lot of this stemmed from a conversation that I was having with a couple of ladies in the past week or so. And and my wife said something to me the other week. Yesterday, and it got me to thinking, like, y'all run on y'all emotions too much. We're trying, the men of the Lord out here trying to sit up here and tell you what you got to do, trying to let you know that this is what's about to happen. And too many of y'all are sitting up here still believing in this world and trying to do something in this world when this world about to be destroyed. Let it go. Plain and simple. Let it go. Just let it go. And that's the reason I'm getting these scriptures. The first two scriptures, Isaiah 4 and 1, and in that day 7 women shall take a hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. And Isaiah 32 and 2, a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest, as a river of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. The only reason I got that is because when that time comes, lady, y'all gonna have to put y'all emotions to the side and keep them in check. Because if y'all start getting jealous, if you start getting angry, you're gonna find yourself destroyed, and the Heavenly Father don't give a damn about what you think. It's about what the Heavenly Father wants. And if you got ladies don't put yourselves in check, you're gonna find yourself destroyed. Plain point blank period. It ain't nothing around it. The Heavenly Father don't give a fuck about what you think. Either get yourselves in check, get yourselves right, or you're going to get left. Plain and simple. Let it go. And here's another part I'm going to get to right here. It's a lot here, brothers. This is Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. So this is not our rest. And that goes well for you ladies, you Israelite women, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled bird that look like the other nations scattered across the earth, that might look like the other nations, This is for you guys. This is for the prophets. This is for the 1/3. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. So my thing is, we don't supposed to sit up here and we supposed to depart from all the bullshit that's on this planet, because the Heavenly Father about to destroy this planet. He about to send His only begotten Son, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, to destroy this place. And if you sitting up here still fucking around, still sitting up here trying to make something in this country, still sitting up here trying to follow the rules and laws and regulations of this country, you're going to find yourself destroyed. And to you ladies, the only reason I sit up here and made this is because, you know what? Listening to the conversation that I had, these women sitting up here mad because, my guy doing this, he messing around with this woman, he doing this. Y'all worrying about the wrong thing when the world is about to be destroyed. Let it go. Get rid of your emotions. Put your emotions in check. Because the time coming that if you don't put your emotions in check, you're going to find yourself destroyed. Point blank, period. There's nowhere else around it. And I'm finna just get this for the part right here. This is Titus chapter 2, and I'm going to read verses 3 through 5. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good thing, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahweh be not blasphemed. So this is how ladies supposed to be, man. Y'all supposed to be holy in this and all y'all conversation. You don't supposed to get, giving too much wine. You don't supposed to be out here drunk and all that other nonsense. You're supposed to be teachers of good things. You're supposed to have good qualities in you. Teach other young ladies to have good qualities in them. You're supposed to be sober. You're supposed to always be alert, be watchful, be mindful. You know, you're supposed to love your husbands. And that goes to you ladies, man, that a lot of y'all got husbands out here on the highways and byways, man. You're supposed to be supportive of this man. Because this man is trying to sit up here and do everything he can so the Heavenly Father won't destroy y'all, won't destroy him or you. You're supposed to be supportive. That's what you're supposed to be doing. But a lot of y'all don't think that way. A lot of y'all gonna get destroyed, man, because of it. Supposed to be keepers at home and obedient to your husbands, man. You're supposed to be keepers. Make sure everything is straight. Make sure the kids are straight. Make sure everything is straight, man. But a lot of y'all letting this society, this feminist shit, and letting this world dictate what y'all are, man. Have a career, and all this other nonsense, man. That's not the way life was meant for a woman. Plain and simple. And I'm not trying to bash nobody, but I'm sitting up here trying to say, man, if you don't put your emotions in check, man, you're going to find yourself destroyed. So with that, like I said before, I hope this was edifying. This was just something on the spirit. I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and will rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And hopefully by the mercy and grace of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, all those brothers and sisters that's in the truth, all the elders and apostles that's been teaching and ruling well, hopefully we part of the elect. With that being said, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other. We almost out of here. So with that, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharella and a Baba Ball. Shalom.